Greetings and welcome back to room 303 in our chats with Emily, as we are calling our readings through all of the poems of Emily Dickinson contained in the Johnson edition. We turn now to a little poem, 162, My River Runs to Thee. Now, this is an interesting poem for a number of reasons. It has a backstory. Some have read this as another love poem of Emily Dickinson. It was sent to Sam Boyle's wife, Mary, on August of 1861. There is some debate about whether, though, the poem was intended for Mary or rather for Sam himself. Now, our assumptions are that you've been following our stuff at LearnStrong.net, down that left-hand side, Chats with Emily, our playlist. I'm hopeful that you've already listened to and studied our introductory set of comments, and that I'm also hopeful that you've already been reading all the preceding 161 poems. We just finished with A Feather from the Whippoorwill. Now, again, this poem, published in 1890, was actually titled, obviously Emily didn't have anything to do with this, titled The Outlet. And it was included in a letter, number 235, to Mary Boyles, as we said. Now, the tone of this poem has been the study for a long time. Some have argued that it seems almost desperate, or a longing for acceptance. And I also want to point out all the S sounds of this. The longing is kind of almost self-evident. My river runs to thee, blue sea. Wilt welcome me? My river waits reply. O sea, look graciously. I'll fetch thee brooks from spotted nooks. Say, sea, take me. Now notice the me is italicized with that exclamation point there. By the way, river will be used in 14 of Emily's poems. It is that great Heraclitan-like symbol, right? You can never step into the same river twice, Heraclitus said. And of course, T.S. Eliot will borrow this notion as well in his Dry Salvages. My river runs to thee. Now, in this poem, just like in the poem to follow, 163, we have pronouns without knowing exactly who it is that she's referencing. Is it Mary Boyles? Is it in fact Sam? We're not sure. Blue sea. In other words, the idea that I'm a small river, you're the big sea. Wilt welcome me. Now, there is a lot to be said in our study of Emily's poetry. Her longing for personal acceptance. And again, some have read this as somewhat desperate. My river waits reply. In other words, I can't do anything until I hear back from you. O sea, notice this repetition of sea 3 times. O sea, look graciously. And again, of course, the rhyming is self-evident here, but graciously is an interesting word. In other words, I'm longing for some acceptance here. Please treat my stuff with some respect, or me with some respect, maybe. Notice, I'll fetch the brooks. Of course, brooks is very close to the word books, no doubt. From spotted nooks, and of course, there's any number of ways to interpret what's going on here. Say, dash, see, dash, and then take me. Now, when we get to poem 277, we'll see this phraseology of take me again. They cannot take me. Take me, notice the exclamation point, notice the italicized, notice the capital M of me. Now, what's going on here at 2a? Well, I think the point here is that all artists want to be accepted by those they respect, and I think it's clear that that's the game being played here. At 2b, note the end rhyme. All those S sounds, go back and read it again. And at 3a, well, I cannot help but think of Dante's Divine Commedia here, and his relationship with Virgil, that at times seems to play a similar kind of game. Take me with you, if you will. Finally, at 3b, do you have a person in your life that you hope will, in fact, take you, understand you, deal graciously with you? Thank you.